Welcome back. It's time now to take a look at the top business stories. Al Hilal Bank announces launch of GCC Equity Fund. Emirates Steel receives UK Sustainability Certificate. And we speak with AT Capital about how the stock market started into the new week. GCC markets ended mostly higher today, and also the UAE bourses closed on a positive note. The DFM rose 0.4% to close at 1,604 points. The property sector posted gains as Emaar Properties rose 0.3% and Arab Tech rose 1.75%. Dubai Islamic Bank was up 0.5%. Du rose 1.25% and DP World gained 3.25%. 71 million shares were traded, valued at 109 million dirhams. And over in the capital, the ADX gained 0.6% to close at 2,726 points. Alder Properties rose 0.5%, while Suru Real Estate fell nearly 2.25%. Abu Dhabi Islamic Bank gained over 2.5%, and Abu Dhabi Commercial Bank lost over 1.5%. In the energy sector, TAQA fell over 2%, and Dana Gas jumped 4.5%. Etisalat rose 0.5%. 67 million shares were traded, valued at 94 million dirhams. And now it's time to take a look at the GCC markets, which ended mostly positive today. Coming up now, let's take a look at various currencies exchanged into dirhams, followed by the price of oil and a selection of commodities. And now to our top stories. Al Hilal Bank launched Al Hilal GCC Equity Fund today. That's a Sharia-compliant investment fund that will give investors access to the Gulf equity markets. The fund will invest in publicly traded stocks that meet Sharia criteria. Invest AD will be the advisor to the new fund, and HSBC will provide custodial and administrative services. Al Hilal Bank's CEO, Mohammed Jamil Barrow, said he is confident about the growth potential of the region and hopes the fund will lead to a highly successful product. Emirates Steel has achieved the UK CARE Sustainable Reinforcing Steel certification for cast steel billets and carbon steel bars used for concrete reinforcement. The scheme solidifies that Emirates Steel uses the highest product quality standards as well as environmental management systems. This is tied in with regulatory compliance, energy efficiency, lower carbon emissions, and the efficient use of raw materials, where requirements for sustainable products are rising rapidly. And now it's time to find out what's going on in the property market at the moment. For that, we're now joined by property specialist Niels van Baasbank from Best Properties. Hi Niels, how are you? Rents have gone down significantly in the past couple of months and years. Still, renting is often too high for many people, too expensive. Do you see people sharing houses or flats?
Well, first of all, the prices, yes, they have come down over the last 2 years. I do think they've actually come to a bottom now. Prices are expensive and compared to the rest of the world. So, yes, you will have house sharing here as well. But there are certain rules for that. They have to be of the same sex or direct family, and the landlord obviously has to approve on it.
Would one person in that whole household then sign the contract with with the landlord, or how does that work?
It would be one person signing the contract, but the landlord has to agree that there's more people allowed to live there.
When buying a house, some people advise to get an inspection company to come in and check everything. What is your stance on that?
Well, obviously, when you buy a new house and it's coming off plan, it's just been delivered, you have an inspection anyway with the developer before you actually receive the keys. So that's your first inspection. But if you would buy a house, say on the second-hand market that have been lived in for several years, you can do the inspections, but it will cost you extra additional amount. And it doesn't guarantee that the seller will actually drop his price once you say that's wrong and that's wrong.
No, that's true. You're right about that. Looking at the commercial real estate market at the moment for future shop owners, where's the best place to rent at the moment?
Well, first of all, it depends a little bit on what you want. I mean, obviously you've got the malls, which you've got all these shops in. Marina's coming up. They've got a lot of retail shops. And you also do have the JLT coming online. But that will take another year before it's a bit more established.
Thank you very much, Niels. Great for coming in today. And in our fast financial news, Saudi Arabia's Kingdom Holding Company has extended its offer for a 25% stake in Kuwaiti telecoms company Zain's Saudi Arabian unit. This is the second time the company has delayed its offer, which was due to expire today, and will extend the date until Wednesday 15th at 5 p.m. Riyadh time. Turkey is looking to seal a free trade agreement with the Gulf Cooperation Council. Plus, the country is looking to expand its cooperation in the region's railway, engineering and maintenance projects. Also, the UAE and Turkey signed a memorandum of understanding between the country's two economic departments to help develop trade. It is expected to reach 37 billion dirhams by the end of 2015. Phase 2 of 3 for the Al Wada Sports Club project in Abu Dhabi has been delivered. The 5-year project, which includes the Emirates' largest hotel situated in the center of the capital, the 5-star hotel will consist of 588 guest rooms and 262 furnished apartments. The development will also contain a 30,000 square meter business center and residential tower. The venture is being managed by consultancy firm EC Harris. And coming up after the break, we find out where the stock markets are heading this week.